everybody, my name is Ryan and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining us today. Today we embark on a new journey. We sure do. It's been a long time coming. This is when the poll on Patreon, this is when the poll on YouTube, by a decent amount. I feel like everything else is kind of close, but I feel like this one just easily won. So I am excited to get into it because I've heard nothing but great things. Again, I don't really know anything about this story. We are watching Anne with an E, and we are watching season 1, episode 1 of that today. I think that this is based on Anne of Green Gables. I think so. And while I am a huge reader, this is a story that I just haven't gotten to yet. It is one that I think that I would like. So I am excited that we're getting into this. It's so funny. I listened to a book podcast, Books Unbound. I listened to it on Spotify. I'm sure you can listen to it anywhere, but no, hashtag not sponsored. Anyway, Ariel, who is one of the two hosts on that, loves Anne with an E, and it's kickstarted her into reading Anne of Green Gables, and just overall now is a full-on Anne stan. So I'm really excited to watch this just because she has always like pushed very hard for the show, and I've never like, it's not that I wasn't interested, but I was never like, I'm gonna watch that today. It just hasn't happened. But today is that day. We are starting and we are embarking on this journey. I am kind of shook about the fact that this first episode is like an hour and a half, and then every other episode from here on out is exactly 44 minutes. Like, I think that's crazy, but I'm sure it was done for a reason. So I'm sure the first episode is great and it'll get me right into it. But I'm not going to say too much about this because I actually have no concept of what this story is even about, other than I believe Anne is an orphan, but that's actually the only thing that I could possibly even remember that I might know. So I'm excited to learn more about Anne in general and just the story. As always, the full episode reaction for this episode and all of the other episodes will be up on my Patreon. The link for that's down below. If you'd like to check it out, you totally should. We also do a little book club over there. So The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue has one for the month of September. There will be a live show at the end of the month, beginning of the next month, that time frame, to discuss the book. And yeah, without any further ado, I think it's time that we just jump right into season 1, episode 1 of Anne with an E. Let's go. Okay, horses. You're speaking to me now. Guys, am I gonna cry? So if you're new here, I cry really easily, I think. I tend to think that I cry easily. If I see other people crying, I'll cry, and I will cry from happiness, so that's a thing. Oh my god, I'm so excited to get to know new characters.
Very neat of you to meet the train on time. With any luck, Mrs. Spencer will have picked out a good one. Hard worker and obedient like we asked for.
Oh, are they adopting Anne?
You coming in sometime today?
Not speaking?
We bet it won't take long for Rachel to come a knocking. Lord knows she's got a hunger for gossip like a person starved.
It's horsey. I hate driving. Stresses me out a lot more than riding. Anne, is that you, love? I feel like it might be, but I can't really say. Oh, flashbacks? I can't handle flashbacks. That's one thing you need to know.
I told her to have their supper on the table a half hour ago.
She needs her diaper changed. Mrs. Hammond, the stew is all ready.
Did you milk the cow?
No, not yet, but
Give it to me.
Are you quite all right, dear?
No. Clearly not.
I like imagining better than remembering. Why are the worst memories the most insistent? Why do you suppose neither of the Cuthberts ever married? Did either of them have a tragical romance?
It's none of our business.
But I'm bursting with curiosity.
Okay, so we've got a talker, I think. She seems cute, though.
Is there,
Little girl. Well, you didn't see her. She's just
Oh
outside.
no, do they want a boy?
But I'm not expecting a girl. It's a boy that I have come for. Mrs. Spencer was to bring him over from the asylum for.
Well, that's all I know about it. I haven't got any more orphans concealed hereabouts.
Oh no.
I suppose you are Matthew Cuthbert of Green Gables. Well, I'm very glad to see you. I was beginning to be afraid that you weren't coming, and it would be lovely to sleep on a tree all white with bloom in the moonshine, don't you think?
Oh my god.
I can also imagine that I'm already a disappointment to you.
Oh.
I want you to know that I'm forever grateful that you're adopting me. I'm not usually brought into the house to be a daughter, so you can well imagine what a blessing this is and how much my heart is lifted.
Oh my god.
Have you always wanted a daughter? Always in your heart of hearts?
Guys,
I read
stop.
once that a daughter is a little girl who grows up to be a friend. What's her name?
That's, Mare.
She doesn't have a name. She looks to me like her name is Belle. Hello, Belle. You are a beauty, and I am sure we'll be great friends.
Oh my god. This is so great already.
I never expect to be a bride myself. I'm so homely. Nobody would ever want to marry me. Unless it was a foreign missionary. I suppose a foreign missionary might be very particular.
Oh my god, guys. She's a lot, but she's adorable.
Rather, I didn't talk. If you say so, I'll stop. I can stop when I make up my mind to it, although it's difficult.
I don't mind.
I'm so glad. I know that you and I are going to get along together just fine.
Oh.
If you have big ideas, you have to use big words to express them, haven't you?
Hell yeah.
Well, I suppose so.
Afternoon, Rachel. I put the kettle on.
Oh, is this the gossip lady she was talking about?
I was fearful he'd gone to call for the doctor. Oh, I'm quite well. Oh, what a relief. Of course, now that I have time to think, it wouldn't make sense for Matthew to take the time to put on his best set of clothes. Had there been an emergency? No, it wouldn't.
She really is fishing, huh?
We're adopting a boy from the orphan asylum in Nova Scotia, and he's arriving today. Matthew's gone to fetch him. You're doing a mighty foolish thing. A risky thing, that's what.
I feel like it's not any of your business, actually, Rachel. That's what I think.
Now you see why I can't be perfectly happy. Nobody could who has red hair. It's my lifelong sorrow.
Oh.
Matthew's been terrible set on it. Well, I hope and pray it works all right.
We actually don't need your prayers.
Only it was a girl in that instant. Well, we're not getting a girl.
Honey, you got another thing coming.
Sure seems to make some people angry when they have so many children.
Scarecrow.
Please,
Listen,
please,
teacher.
Mr. Hammond?
Well, that's just horrible now, isn't it?
Is
Oh
anything
my
the matter?
god.
No, nothing. I was startled by the geese, all. Don't you just love them? The geese. I do.
The way that, like, already we're seeing glimpses of the bad things that have happened to her, and she's just so, like, happy and full of life and imaginative and...
We're pretty near home. Just another mile or so.
Home. What a wonderful word. Green Gables is real, and we're home.
Mare?
Oh, she's so cute. I cannot. I'm gonna cry. I think. I'm welling up with tears, but I think I'm okay. Oh no.
Matthew Cuthbert? Who's that? Where is the boy?
Well, there wasn't any boy. It's only her.
She's got to go back.
You don't want me. I should have expected it. I might have known nobody would really want me.
Oh, for heaven's sake, child, what are you doing on the ground?
Oh my god, that's so sad. I knew this was gonna happen. Guys, I'm crying.
Could you please spell it with an E when you speak it? Anne with an E looks much more distinguished.
Very well, then. Anne, with an E.
Guys, we're like 25 minutes into the first episode and I'm crying. Like, what is this? There's no way that this is normal.
This is a lovely home. Why didn't you tell me at the train station that you didn't want me?
A girl would be of no use to us, do you understand?
I can't say that I do. Couldn't I do the farm chores even though I'm a girl?
That's not the way of things, and you know it.
It doesn't make sense that girls aren't allowed to do farm work when girls can do anything a boy can do and more. Do you consider yourself to be delicate and incapable? Because I certainly don't.
Oh, good gracious, child, what's happened here?
I was pinching myself a lot today to prove that this was all true.
Well, you're not eating at all.
I can't. I'm sorry. I'm in the depths of despair.
I love her.
Can you eat when you're in the depths of despair?
So much. Oh my god. That's so funny. The depths of despair. That's so funny. I mean, it's really sad because she's very upset, but like... Oh, poor Anne. Don't hit me with sad music. Don't do this. This feels sad. Guys, I'm gonna cry again. No. 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 No.
How can you call it a good night when you know this must be the very worst night I've ever had?
No! God. He's got to talk her into it, right?
I dare say, seems a pity. And to send her back? She's so set on staying.
Matthew Cuthbert, do you mean to say you think we ought to keep her?
I think that's what he's saying.
She's a real interesting kind of person.
That's one way to put it.
You should have heard her talk, coming from the station.
Oh, my man wants to keep her. I want them to keep her. They're gonna. Oh, she's still crying. She can do chores. Let her do some farm work. Guys, I cried twice already. Things are not looking good for me.
Dearest Snow Queen, I accept your token offering. Had I a book, I would press these sacred blossoms between its pages. I was imagining that this morning was different than what it is. I was making believe that I was a beautiful princess and that this was my sacred chamber. I've also been wishing with all my might that you'd tell me that you decided that I could stay.
Pack that inside and come downstairs. We'll be driving to see Mrs. Spencer after breakfast.
Her broken bag. Stop it. Oh my goodness. I just like... I'm such a little baby or something. I don't know, but I cry at the drop of a hat anymore.
Did you take anything?
No, I was only memorizing.
Let me see. Stop your snooping and come to breakfast.
Oh, she took the flowers. Oh. Why would you do that?
Gracious me.
I can milk a cow and split wood. I can wash clothes, iron, dust, sweep, and so many other things. There is no end to what I could accomplish just given the chance. I will take care of these dishes for you, Miss Cuthbert. You will see. I'll do them right.
You can't make up a family. Only kin is kin.
Oh no, not another flashback.
Haven't I been of help to you? Please don't leave me here.
You're not kin. I got enough kin. You're taking her back, and that's final.
Guys, these flashbacks are messing me up.
I'm so sorry. Nothing's broken.
I didn't say I'd hire a boy to be rid of you. It was in the hopes that he could stay.
I'll never forget you.
You take care now. And with an E.
She just had such a positive outlook. She's adorable. God, turn around. Turn the card around, please, for the love of God.
Know of anybody whose hair was red when she was younger, but got to be another color when she grew up?
I shouldn't think it likely.
Well, there's another hope gone. Life is a perfect graveyard of buried hopes.
Oh my God, she's so dramatic.
Anne! No! Go home! Go home!
Oh, dear Lord.
I'm fine. Here you are. It's all right.
You were very level-headed.
I'm used to a ruckus.
I'm dreadfully sorry about this. It was our own fault. We should have come to you ourselves and not left an important message to be handed on by word of mouth. However, the mistake has been made, and the only thing to do is to set it right.
If I take you, you'll do as I say and speak when spoken to. I don't suffer no back talk.
That's a colic cry.
What?
He'll do better if you swaddle him. And gripe water helps.
I didn't say Matthew and I had absolutely decided we wouldn't keep her. I just came over to find out how the mistake had occurred.
Aww.
Did you really just say that perhaps you'd let me stay at Green Gables, or did I only imagine that you did?
Yes, I did say that, and no more. But it isn't decided yet.
He's gonna be so happy. Oh, he's smiling. Don't make me cry.
I'll thank you to keep your questions to yourself till we can speak in private. Run along inside. Put your bag upstairs and put the kettle on.
Yes, Miss Cuthbert.
Wipe that silly grin off your face. I propose we give her 1 week trial to see how she behaves. She has 5 days. I'll need a lot of convincing, that's for certain. Oh, for heaven's sake.
But you'll have to tell me how to say them for just this once.
You must kneel down. Just thank God for your blessings and ask him humbly for the things that you want.
I'll do my best. So I shall only mention the 2 most important. Please let me stay at Green Gables. Please let me be good looking when I grow up.
Get out.
She's gone.
Gone?
I'll check the silverware.
She's getting eggs.
Eggs! That's 1 chore done.
Look at her hair.
You're going to make me a dress?
You need something suitable that fits you.
A new dress? Well, I've never had a new dress, not ever. I can't wait to have puff sleeves and ever so many flounces.
Oh my goodness, this lady. Rachel, you're not welcome.
I'll just come in and sit a spell, shall I? Catch my breath.
Is that necessary?
But for now, she's here on trial.
Trial.
1 week. Matthew is quite set on keeping her.
They didn't pick you for your looks. That's sure uncertain.
Ah!
She's terribly skinny and homely, Marilla. And did you ever see such freckles?
You're such
And
a
hair as red as carrots.
bitch.
Dear, dear me.
I hate you.
Anne?
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you!
am.
How dare you call me skinny and ugly?
Hell yes.
How would you like to have such things said about you? How would you like to be told that you're fat and clumsy and that you probably hadn't a spark of imagination in you?
I loved that. I loved that. Yeah, you deserve that, you bitch.
Well,
I've never been spoken.
Good thing you can send her back. I wouldn't envy you the job of bringing that up.
You shouldn't have twitted her about her looks, Rachel.
Hell yeah.
Marilla Cuthbert.
You started it.
I can see now I'm going to have to be very careful what I say after this.
Yeah.
Feelings of orphans brought from goodness knows where have to be considered before anything else.
Now.
Oh, no. I'm not vexed. Don't worry yourself.
Good, get out. I'm not worried.
But if you will take my advice,
We won't.
you will have
Thank
that
you.
talking to with a fair-sized birch switch.
Rachel sucks. Where did homegirl run to? She's got one braid out, one braid in. Oh my god, that tear. What a shot.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have lost my temper and embarrassed you in front of Mrs. Lynde. I hope you can forgive me.
You must go to Mrs. Lynde and tell her that you're sorry and ask her to forgive you.
I could never do that.
And you'll stay up in your room until you can tell me that you're willing to do it.
I'll have to stay up there forever then.
I love that she's holding true to her statement, man. She's like, there's no way I'm apologizing for something that I'm not sorry for.
It's terrible lonesome downstairs without you.
I suppose it would be true enough to say I'm sorry. I am sorry I upset Miss Marilla. And you.
So, go on. Smooth things over, can't you?
Oh, Mrs. Lynde, I am so extremely sorry. I can never express my sorrow, no, not even if I used up a whole dictionary. It was awful of me to fly into a temper because you told me the truth. And it was the truth. Every word you said was true. Please say you forgive me, Mrs. Lynde.
There, get up, child.
Oh, that was incredible.
Apologizing is my new favorite thing.
Oh my god.
I don't think the Cuthberts will need you if I stay. In fact, if you hand me your pitchfork, I'll be happy to finish your task.
What's your problem?
You're my problem.
Oh my god.
All I'm doing is my job. What are you supposed to be doing?
She's something else.
Are you sure you still want me to stay?
Oh, not pinching her, I swear to God.
But the thing of it is, and Marilla won't admit this, but she's getting older too.
I'll go right in.
What's this? Who are you? And what do you want?
Good day to you, Matthew.
William, you're checking the perimeter? That's true enough.
I wonder if Marilla and the girl could come to call.
Her name's Anne. You've got an invitation to tea. It's tomorrow afternoon. Harry's. They want to meet Anne.
I haven't finished the dress. If you stay here, perhaps you two will become friends.
Oh gosh, she's like,
Real
I've
friend.
never had a friend.
Let go! Let go of me! Shut it! I mean it.
Why? This flash.
I'm so sorry. Isn't this lovely?
Hand it here.
May I try it on?
That is not a toy.
I make up stories all the time. I could never do that. I like to imagine that I am a princess in a tower.
Oh god, she's coming out, man. This girl seems to like it, but I'm not sure that her mom is going to.
Wonderful. Could you tell me a story now? I can tell you 12. I solemnly swear to be faithful to my bosom friend, Diana Barry, for as long as the sun and moon shall endure. And then she said it and put my name in. And I think she'd be struck quite sad if I were to be sent away.
Oh my god. Oh, she's gonna get in trouble.
Where's my brooch?
It should be there on your shawl.
It is not. Nor is it in my jewelry box. Did you take it?
I was playing with it, but I didn't take it.
Give it back. Right now.
But I didn't take it, Miss Cuthbert. Honest, I didn't.
I don't believe you. You confess to stealing the brooch, or you have no future here at Green Gables.
But I didn't take it.
Confess, or I'll send you right back to the asylum.
If I don't confess, you'll send me back. I was playing Lady Cordelia when I took the brooch outside with me.
She's lying, right?
Pack your things.
But you said if I confessed, I could stay.
I told you that brooch meant a great deal to me.
That was ridiculous. Oh, we're back to where we started. Oh, come on, Matthew. Matthew can ride, huh?
But I miss it. I missed the train.
Well, not to worry. You gotta go on, all right?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Well, that was season 1, episode 1 of Anne with an E. I loved it. And I'm so excited to keep going. Matthew is just a gem. Can we start off there? Like, this man is just a good time. He just wants the best. You know, he loves Anne. She grew on him. He's a man of few words, but they hit you. And Marilla, I think she's got a good heart, but I think she's very like skeptical, so she's kind of jumping on it at like every little thing. Not necessarily like looking for a reason to send her back, but I think she's just very untrusting. I love Anne. Anne is a trip. The way she speaks, the amount that she speaks, just all of it, her outlook on life. I love her so much that like whenever anything was happening to her, I was just crying. I don't know that, I think I cried 3 or 4 times in this episode. I don't think that that's normal. I don't really know. Like, did anybody else just cry like that? I was crying when things I don't even think were probably even that sad looking back on it. I was just tearing up. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm emotional and I love Anne. So, you know, it was hitting me. She's so cute, and she maybe has a friend. Diana, was that her name? I'm not really sure. But like, even with all of the bad stuff that was like going on and in her past and stuff like that, just her being so happy and looking for the positive and everything was breaking me. And also that last little bit with like the amethyst that they were talking about. She was trying so hard. She's like, I didn't. And then she tried to come up with like a believable story, thinking that it would make her stay, only for Marilla to be like, you're done. And then she was like, excuse me? You just said that if I told you I took it, I could stay. It was just hitting at all the right spots. And I think this was a great episode, like intro episode, to get to know everybody and just like start us out on exactly who these characters are and like the start of their journey. And I think that maybe it won't be as rocky like going forward. I think that might be why this episode was like a long one, because they wanted to get all of the back and forthness of like sending her back, we're keeping her, sending her back, we're keeping her, sending her back out of the way right away, and get us looking hopeful, as opposed to like stopping the episode and making us think that they're sending her back, and then starting the next episode and they're like, no, psych, we're keeping her, and ending with sending her back again. Like, I think that would have been a lot of back and forth, so doing it all in one episode I think was really good, because now we're hopeful. Matthew is on his way to get his child, so I have full faith that he will get that job done going forward. I had so much fun. The soundtrack is great so far as well, so vibing with that. And overall, it was just a great time. I loved her going off on Rachel. I loved that. I was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. She just lost her mind. As she should, because Rachel was rude. And telling off that little boy. That little boy's like, I'm just trying to do my job. I don't know what you want from me, Anne. I loved it. It was so much fun. So I do want to say thank you for voting in the poll. If you voted in the poll, don't worry, I will be watching the shows that were in the poll. It's just a matter of when. But again, as always, the full episode reaction for this episode and all of the other episodes will be up on my Patreon. The link for that's down below, just in case you want to check it out. And I will see you guys back here with me for the next episode of Anne with an E. Bye, guys.